Good morning, chosen ones. I just want to talk to you all today about the lost art of following directions, the lost art of following instructions. Anytime you come to a spiritual practitioner or someone who's trying to give you a helping hand, it is so important that you follow the directions and the instructions. Don't have a rebuttal because of your rebuttal, helps make things more resistant to you getting what you want. Thank you out there. I can't see you because I'm using my phone. I just wanted you all to know that it's very important that we follow instructions, even though it might be simple. The Bible says it's the simplest things that confuses or confounds the wise. So even if someone asks you to go outside and pray. There might be a reason why you might need to go outside and pray. Maybe you need to deal with the air energy because sometimes we're dealing with different elements. You know, you have your air, your sun, your moon, your stars, your earth, your fire, your water, and other things that are like. So be sure to not fall into the trap of not following directions. The Bible also says, lean not to your own understanding. If you had a good understanding of what's your problem and what's your issue and how to resolve it, you wouldn't be going to a spiritual practitioner who's asking you to do something so simple. And get this, you only delaying, and denying your own results by not following the directions that you originally said that you would do. Let me say that again. You're only delaying, detaining, and denying the results from not following the directions that you said that you would do. You know, after doing this for so long, decades, I think in 2022, there's going to be some contracts that must be signed because it is frustrating sometimes when someone has agreed to do something and then they backpedal after they got their results. Why? I don't understand that, especially if you see a little bit of your results because you don't know. It might be a whole waterfall, windfall that your results may come if only we follow directions. You know, just like when teaching a class, the first thing you tell your students is to make sure you put your name and date on the paper. That is important. How is the grade going to be given to you? The same is true is when you're looking at how's the blessing going to be given to you if you don't want to put your name and date on the blessing, if you don't want to write down what you want. Even in the book of Habakkuk, it tells you to write down a vision so that an angel will run with it. Because even though it tarry, it will come to pass. And I just summarized that. That is so important to know that there's a lost art in following directions. There's a reason why you have to do something in order to obtain something. There is an old song that I love to sing to people. Nothing for nothing will get you nothing. You have to sow into what you want. And sometimes sowing into what you want is not necessarily all about the money. Sometimes it's about following the directions. The directions, the instructions matter in order for you to get what you want. It matters, it matters, it matters. The little things matters. I think also, matter of fact, I know is in there. It says the little foxes spoil the vine. It is true. Following directions spoils your results. It is so important that we be not deceived. It's the little thing that matters. It's all in the details. You know, they got the song, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. How you gonna tell him what you want if you refuse to do so? Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Sometimes you got to write it down. Think about it. James Allen has a book, and I want to say it was written in 1928. It says, "As a man thinketh, so is he." Okay, first you have to think about what you want. And then the Bible goes on to say in the book of Habakkuk, write the vision so that the angel will run with it. Okay? That's just like the vision board that you're hearing people say. Sometimes we all need to cut out our vision, to write down our vision, to see our vision, so that an angel can know that we have that in our mind and to bring it forth, to bring it to pass. Even when you're doing your spiritual work, it's important to not be deceived. The little details, the very little thing matters. Getting up early in the morning. If someone tells you, like for instance, I remember about 2 years ago, I told someone to call me at a certain time because I knew that I had that time dedicated where I could devote that time to that individual. And they decided to call me 12 hours later because they want to be in the bed. You're not going to get your results because you made a decision that this is what you wanted to do when you had already agreed to do something. Don't backpedal when it comes to getting your results. It is so important. So important, everybody. There's a lost art in following directions. If somebody sends you an opportunity and they tell you that you need to be there at a certain time or do something, don't tell that person, oh, well, remind me. Google has on your phone, your computer, and anywhere else where you can put on your calendar, if it's that important to you, for you to remind your own self. You can remind yourself a day ahead. You can customize it 30 minutes ahead, an hour ahead, that you need to be at the right place. In order for you to get or manifest what you want, in your results, you have to be at the right place at the right time, talking to the right person. Again, Jesus is on the main line, telling what you want. But sometimes you just can't tell him when you feel like it. Sometimes you got to tell him when the gate is open, when the floor doors are open, when you have done your work and you have done what you're supposed to do. Go ahead and see it through. See it through, see it through, see it through. 'Cause I just, for the life of me, just don't understand how people expect to have things given to them, but they're not willing to do the work. You have to do something too in your spiritual work. No good practitioner is going to do all the work because they also want to teach you how to help yourself in the future so that you may help your children and your family members and your friends. The spiritual work is not just for a little bit of people, but it's for everybody. Whoever have an ear, let them hear. Whoever have an ear, let them hear. But it's all about directions and order. That's what directions is. If you want to manifest that very thing that you want, you have to follow directions. You have to learn to write it down. You have to learn to do some things that you're being taught yourself because that practitioner may not be available when you need them. But if they teach you how to help yourself, case in point, the Bible talks about being a fisher of men. When you're being a fisher of men, you want to teach that person how to not only eat for today, but how to eat forever. When you come to me to get some help, I want you not only to prosper the day that you come to me, but also in days, years, centuries to come, if the Lord see fit for you to live that long. I want to see you come and leave better than what the way that you came. Why? Because I love to see people doing good. I love to see people. I love people. But not only that, you want to deal with someone who has love for people and want to see all people do well. Because remember, you get what you give. And if you want to see somebody downfall, you'll be the first one to fall. You know, the old adage is that when you're digging a ditch, you need to dig too. So, case in point, if you dig in love for someone, enjoy the love coming back to you. You reap what you sow. But if you sow in directions, another thing I think I'm getting ready to do is have everybody get a journal so they can write down certain things so they can test and see that the Lord is good and his mercies surely endure forever. That is a psalm. Look it up. Please, please, please look it up. But the only way you can test and see that the Lord is good is by writing it down and being able to see your results for yourself. Well, Without further delay, on my screen, you do see a book. You're more than welcome to get this book, order it. It's at AuntMary'sNiece.com. It's on Amazon as well as AMN217magic.com. Be sure to order your amazing products today. Don't forget that a lot of people love these products and services, and you can get gift baskets and gift certificates for the Christmas holiday. Give to your family and friends who are in need. I'm quite sure they'll thank you for it. Now, without further ado, please know what's in the name, Lady Q. What's my name, Lady Q? Who am I, Lady Q? That's right. I'm Lady Q. Love you all to life. Bye bye.